Hi YouTube, and welcome back to my Let's Play The Sims 3 on Saturdays. I do apologize that it has been quite a while since I've put up an episode of this series just because I have been very busy with moving. Moved into a new house recently, and that has taken up an awful lot of time, as well as trying to prepare the old house for sale, etc. like that. So, as you recall with the last episode, if you saw it, Isaac and Felicia had a baby. We just saw Isaac put the baby back into the crib just now. Her name is Aria. And they are now just kind of, he was feeling a little lonesome and lacking in social, so he is just kind of engaging Felicia in some conversation here to alleviate his feeling of loneliness, as you can see. Well, hers is all filled up, but his was pretty low. And they're consoling each other because they're both still mourning the death of their dog, Fifi, who also passed away in the last episode. As you can see here, Felicia is here once again mourning poor Fifi. But she has her new baby daughter to console her, so she can go in and grab her. And she's actually still wearing her maternity clothes because, I mean, they only just brought home the baby, like, the same day. Even though it's been a couple weeks since this episode was recorded, but, or actually, not since this episode was recorded, but it's been a couple of weeks since I've had a chance to play the game and record an episode. I also had a couple of technical difficulties. I actually did play through what you're going to be seeing today a couple weeks ago, but I couldn't put it up because my recording software didn't actually record anything that I had done. So thankfully I had a save game just before I started recording, or tried to record, and so I didn't lose anything, thankfully. I did let these two be fairly autonomous throughout this episode for a lot of their interactions. So this interaction here was one that they chose to do. You can see that they're still very much in love with each other, which is really cool. And he decided to wolf out. He had a desire to wolf out, and she came down to change Aria's diaper and give her a bottle, but Isaac has already done that. So now there's this ghost that's in the house. The ghost was a former guest of theirs at a party, and I think she was a vampire, and she went outside in the sunlight and died. And so she kind of died on their property, and so her grave marker is on the property. I could have moved it to the graveyard, but I didn't. And so she still kind of haunts the house every now and again. And I decided that maybe after doing a little bit of socializing with Aria, that maybe she should get to know the ghost of the house. And I haven't decided if I'm going to let the ghost stay or not, but I figure, why not? Let's get to know her and see if there's anything interesting that can happen with that. At the very least, maybe the ghost can be a babysitter. I have no idea how that works, or if that's even possible. Because she's not technically a member of the household, but she does kind of occupy the property. You just can't control her in any way, at least not unless you invite her to join the family, which I have not done so. But she doesn't really know anyone in the family well enough to even be asked that anyway. So I thought here I saw one new interaction is show cute cat videos. So she's showing her, because now all the Sims now have smartphones, since I think it's with University that came out that everyone now has a touchscreen smartphone, so you can do things like show each other cute videos. Alright, so here we go. We're trying to get to know her and just kind of, figuring out, like, I don't know if there's ever going to be a question about asking her about her death or anything like that, but at the very least, kind of do a little bit of interaction and kind of get to know the family ghost, so to speak. It's interesting going from, because she like I said, she was a vampire, so she went from vampire to ghost, basically. And I'm not quite sure about do you hear that, question mark? And, I did the get to know interaction, but we didn't actually get to know much. Here you can see that Felicia's talking about her favorite color, and Clearly the ghost's favorite color is different. So they're debating favorite colors or something like that. Here I'm taking a look at their birthdays and stuff, and Felicia and Aria both are aging up in 2 days. So I am planning to throw them a kind of a joint birthday party. So Felicia will become an elder, while her baby daughter will become a toddler. So we'll see if Felicia will actually live long enough to see her daughter go to school or not, go to college or not. I do plan on sending Aria to the university, so that will be something to look forward to. I mean, I do have university. I could have sent Isaac, but he's going to be an elder in a few days himself. So I was like, nah, I'm not gonna go there, just because. He's starting to get older as well, and I think it'll be more fun if I focus on just a single sim and a sim that's of, you know, undergraduate age and stuff, and can kind of go to the university and kind of do fun university things, that kind of stuff. So we will see. In the meantime, here again, Isaac, being fairly autonomous still, decided to make the family some pancakes. So I was like, alright, I'm gonna let him make pancakes. I thought that was very sweet of him that he wanted to go ahead and cook breakfast for him and his wife. He's a very considerate werewolf. I actually kind of like him in werewolf mode. He actually would have made a really cool looking rock star in that mode, but as you saw, I think it was the last episode, might have been the episode before, where he just absolutely refused to go to work. It was a glitch in the game, obviously, but I could not get him to go into work anymore, and eventually got to the point where I was like, okay, fine, quit your job. So he's now going to be a stay-at-home dad, and while Felicia is going to be an elder, and she's still actually on maternity leave at the moment, but when she goes back to work, you know, she can still act. I mean, look at Betty White. She's still acting, and she's over 90, isn't she? Or really close to 90 at the very least. So, you know, if she can act at her age, I'm sure Felicia can too. She just will be a venerated actress and reach the top level of her career. And see, he's putting out a nice plate for Felicia already, and then grabbing himself one as well. I have to admit, when they don't burn their pancakes, the pancakes actually look pretty good in this game. I'm like, that looks tasty. Little pat of butter on there. They don't put syrup on though, which I think is interesting. You'd think that they could bring out a bottle of syrup and start putting it on there, but. Alright, so here comes Felicia. I thought I'd bring her down to get the pancakes. And will she get the pancakes before the maid puts them away? Of course, thankfully there's two plates. There's one is the bigger plate. Okay, so the maid's getting the bigger plate, and Felicia's getting the smaller plate, so that's good. So, and she's now into more normal clothing here, which is good. And here Isaac is calling, and planning the party. So we're going to go ahead and I'd like to push it out a little bit from the recommended time. And I'm pretty much just inviting all of the family, friends, and then coworkers, etc. Just kind of filling up the party list as much as possible. And there we go. And then there's still room for some more, so I'm just kind of looking for other folks who are, they might not be a good friend, but have, as much green as possible in their kind of friend bar, whatever you want to call it. Alright, so I think there's room for one more maybe, so I'm just kind of scrolling through here, just kind of figuring out who do we want to invite. Not Wiley. That's Isaac's brother. He keeps flirting with Felicia too much, but I did invite Chad. He flirts a lot too, but alright, so the party will start at 5. And one of the party invitees, apparently there's some attraction thing going on there. I still think that's a bit of a glitch. Oh yeah, and grandma, some unknown grandma, sent the imaginary friend doll, and I decided to give him a boy's name and name him Timber. Aria and Timber. I know that when they grow up that there's a potential of turning them into a real person, and also possibly they can either join the family or you can even have a relationship with them. So I haven't figured out exactly where I'm going to go with it, but I figured make it a boy. So, you know, just in case Aria doesn't have any luck in college hooking up with anyone, yeah, well, maybe Timber could be there for her. I don't know. We'll see. Could be interesting. Alright, so party is now getting started. There's Brother Chad. He's a vampire, so he's staying in the shadows. Smart move. And should be getting started with blowing out those candles pretty soon. Alrighty, so let's see. Yep, there we go. Blow out candles. So we'll have her have her birthday first, and then we'll follow up with Aria having hers. It's gonna be a long party. I've tried before having them have having two people have the blow out the candles simultaneously, but it just never seems to work, because whenever I send the one person to blow out candles, they're too busy celebrating the other person's blowing out the candles to complete the action. So might as well do them one at a time then. I think I did try to make it happen here, but obviously it didn't. So, but that's okay. So here we go. Say goodbye to hot, good-looking middle-aged Felicia. Because Felicia Swan is about to become an unattractive elder. So, yep, happy birthday. And she can now think about retirement, but she's an actress. And like I said, unattractive. She is going to get a makeover next episode, I can tell you that. Because I don't like the weird hat and the bathing suit. And, nah. We can make her look better than that. But for now, I want to get Aria's birthday in too. So here she comes, bringing Aria down for her birthday. Yeah, we have some of the guests have already left at this point, because you know there's always going to be guests who leave early at parties. You can see there's another notification, someone left. Gotta go now. But there's enough people left to celebrate Aria becoming a toddler. And yeah, Felicia's really not looking good right now. I am definitely looking forward to giving her a good makeover. Be interesting to see what Isaac will look like as an elder, especially as in werewolf format. That'll be interesting. And Felicia, for some reason, did not like who that person was that went past there. And unfortunately, I kind of stopped paying attention a little bit to the game, and boom, I missed Aria's transformation. Birthday transformation. Like, whoops. Oh, there it goes. So, there is little Aria now as a toddler. I will probably give her a little bit of a makeover as well. Next time, I think both mom and daughter could use little makeovers. I think that'll work pretty well. But yeah, we're kind of continuing on with all of this stuff, and Aria will continue to grow up and go to college, and we'll just kind of see where we take the series from there. So yeah, everyone's going to bed now. She's kind of put her into her pajamas there. Felicia has turned out to be a very loving mother, so I think that's very sweet. And everyone's going to bed, and I think I'm pretty much going to wrap up the episode right here. But thanks for joining me, and I will definitely try and make sure to get another episode up next week. Until then, thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.